Hello and welcome to the extended. Thanks for joining me. So, this is really fascinating because it seems as though we as a collective are receiving a multitude of gifts during the Sagittarius season. And it kind of looks like we're all receiving they're all different gifts. One of them being kind of like this. It's so fascinating. It's like the ones who seem to be very willing to stretch themselves and move beyond this, kind of like to the next level. They're the ones that are bringing offerings, they're coming into this space with a more heart-filled focus. It's as if they are receiving some type of gift of clairaudience, like being able to hear without the distortions, like almost like a cleansing or a clearing up of their clairaudient gifts. It's like whatever they're receiving during this moment in time is going to make the message that they're receiving from this watery realm, it's like it's going to become crystal clear. So if you're in a space where you're really trying to hone this type of gift, it's what it's talking about is that this Sagittarius season is the time where you should, definitely be stretching for it, because what you're offering up is, it's like it's wanting to be like claimed from the other side. And when that happens, everything ends up clearing up. It's like your hearing is clearing up. And so because you're transitioning into this higher level, going from a page to the Hierophant is an exceptional transition. Like, it's a very far stretch for you to get to this point. And it's as if all of a sudden there's no distortion that's going to be experienced anymore. It's at the frequency that you will be at, the frequency of this Hierophant is clearing out any distortion. And the purpose of that is so that you can come forth into this world almost like of some type of service. Like, you're coming forth into service, and your service is to deliver, like, it's actually referring to like sermons or ceremony, something like that. It's like to deliver messages of what you're hearing clairaudiently. So you're pushing to I guess it's kind of like to be of service, to stretch beyond. Yes, I want this gift. Yes, I want to do this. That's where this Page of Cups is coming from. And because of that, it's almost like it's transitioning you into this higher and even more elevated state where you are of service and therefore are able to deliver, like, it's like you're delivering messages, delivering some type of messages. So then there also seems to be another portion of the collective, one that was showing up as this Page of Pentacles here, that is a bit more like weary, or they don't know exactly what to do with this thing. What exactly do I do with this gift? How do I reach understand? How do I use it? How do I reach understanding about it? What can I do with it? First of all, what's its purpose? Like, it just seems to be a thing, like this pentacle. And like I was saying in the YouTube portion of the reading, is that in order to discover what this gift actually is, you can't look at it within the 3D realm. You have to move into like the astral or the dream realm in a sense, or even through in like meditation, kind of like reaching that trance like state in order to uncover what this gift is. And the reason why I believe that you actually have to move into that state is because that's where the gift is. That's where this gift of, I want to say like remote viewing, understanding higher truths, being able to view the entire collective from a more elevated sense, like that's why it's pushing you into this astral realm or into the dream realm or into this trance like state for you, because it's like that's the only place that you can actually access this gift. It's like you have, that's why there's a lot of individuals that are receiving this, what do you call that? They're receiving this kind of like a nudge to move in this direction, because when you move in that direction, that's when it starts to open up for you. So it kind of is starting to look like the ones who were working very heavily in the water realms are in a sense transitioning to the earthly realm. Like they're doing a lot more, it seems to me like they're moving more into this earthliness, whereas the ones who were very more like earth focused are now transitioning into this like astral 4D type of realm, more of a water realm. It's almost like everybody's swapping places. It's very fascinating. So it seems as though the collective that I'm speaking to right now is this earthly one. The ones who are trying to figure out what exactly is this gift? What exactly is this? And how do I utilize it, right? How can I allow justice or the higher truth, higher knowledge, higher power to move through me? So what's happening in your second row here is that you're beginning with the star, and the star here is presenting as that actually like that gift showing up and being presented to you. It's almost as if the universe, some type of universal consciousness, something like that, perhaps maybe even the stars of Sirius. That was definitely channeled in. There, I was going to say Sagittarius, but okay. It's like, hey, this is yours. That's what this is coming through as. It's like when you left, it's coming through as like when you left, you forgot this. And so it's like, hey, this is yours. Here you go. And what I'm sensing here is that whatever this thing is, it actually has something to do with your astral body. Okay. So it's, if we look at it in a 2D sense, it just looks like a six-pointed star, right? But if we were to shift our perspective, like how what was trying to be inspired within us, if we shift from that 2D, right, into the 3D and kind of look at this star in a 3D sense, what you'll find actually is that it has depth to it. There's a space within it. It's coming through as like a Merkaba, an astral body, your spiritual body. And within this Merkaba is kind of like, it's talking about the seat, like the seat of your soul. And so in order to travel in the astral realms, in this 4D, if you will, the dream realm, the astral realm, whatever you want to call it, you need to have this gift, this, well, it's not even really a gift, actually. That's the funny part here, is that it's not even really a gift. It's something that you left behind. It's like you left behind your astral, your vehicle. It's like you left behind your vehicle in the incarnation of your earthliness, and essentially, because what's happening here is that you're actually showing us as a collective, you know, the ones that I'm speaking to right now are showing up here as this Knight of Pentacles. So it's like there has been some progression, right? There has been some progression. It's a slow progression, but like I said before in the beginning of the YouTube reading, that you may perceive this progression as very slow, but it's almost like it's happening within seconds. Or at least that's the viewpoint of this one here. The viewpoint of these energies, it's like a divine feminine energy. It's coming through as like the original mother. It's like in their viewpoint, perhaps it is multiple, perhaps it is like a collective, they're seeing it as happening almost in an instant. So although you might be perceiving yourself as maturing very slowly, wanting to pick up speed, it's like it's happening actually very fast. Very fast. Humanity's evolution is actually happening very fast. Like a lot faster than you think it is. Although we are experiencing it in this 3D realm as incredibly slow. So that's what's happening here. So there's something along the lines of that when this is presented to you, it's almost as if you're going to be like, oh, with the sun bear coming up. The sun bear is kind of like, oh my God, that's what I've been looking for this whole time. That's the energy that it's coming through with, is like a shock and awe that, oh my God, this is actually the thing that I've been trying to uncover, trying to understand, trying to learn how to work, utilize, all of those things. Like, how exactly am I supposed to use this gift? And so it's like you're stretching, trying to reach some type of understanding. And then suddenly it's like that is coming in. And it seems as though it has a perfect, it's coming through as like it's a perfect fit. It has a perfect fit. Like this star here is being put into the shield, right? So when it's put into the shield, it's kind of like an activation. It's like almost like, I don't know why the idea of Iron Man, I've actually never seen any of the Marvel movies, but I know that there's like a thing, right, that he puts into his chest, into the heart here. It's like, even in this, it's like, please put this here. And there's this activation that happens. It's like it's activating your astral vehicle. Some type of like thing. I don't know what that is. It's like, it's kind of looking like this disc thing, like I'm seeing in Iron Man. That is Iron Man, right? Where he puts something, I don't know if it's like a battery. I don't know exactly what it is because I haven't really seen it. But when that happens, it's like your astral body is activated and illuminated, and suddenly you're coming into the sun bear energy of a complete illumination of not only of your own physical body, but also your astral body. and the ability to be able to work with both of them. Because you're going into the Eight of Pentacles. It's like suddenly you're understanding how your gift is supposed to be utilized or worked with. You know, because this one was talking about being of service, right? And this one here is kind of talking about allowing truth to shine through you, or a sense of remote viewing and all of that. And of course, clairaudience as well. It's like suddenly you're coming into the realization of how exactly to work with these energies, to work with your gift. And so you then take that star, your astral body, and what's coming through is that it needs repair. That's what's coming through. It needs repair. So yes, you've received this gift. It's kind of like if you were to be given a car, right? You've been given a car, and the only thing is that it's like, okay, yes, you were given this free car, but you have to work on it now. Like, you have to check the engine and make sure that it's running properly. Like, you have to do the oil and fill up the tires and get it in working order so that you can utilize it, so that you can actually bring whatever this gift is back to the community, which is ultimately kind of like what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to be of service. And it's like that's where this is coming into play in Sagittarius season, is that it seems as though Sagittarius season is the season where you're going to be working on this body, your physical body, as well as your astral body. It's like you need to also do energetic work for your astral body to be able to travel. Sagittarius, all about travel. It's like you're traveling the astral realms. That's what you're learning how to do. And of course, it's like when you're traveling in the astral realms, you actually get to see a lot of stuff that most other people in the collective do not get to see. Like that is a very it's coming through as kind of like the restricted part of the library. That's kind of well, it's not necessarily that it's restricted. It's just that you actually have to do like a lot of work to get everything in order to be able to explore that realm. There's a lot of development, right? Development and maturity that needs to happen in order to even get to this point, right? So it's like it seems as though you've been pushing yourself to get to this place, and it's like that is with this Nine of Cups that's coming out at the end of the reading, it's talking about this is your one true wish type of thing. Like, this is your one true wish. Or we started off the reading with the Page of Cups, which was making an offering. Please, I want this. Here's my offering. I offer myself. That's so fascinating. It's almost as if your offering was yourself. It's like, please use me. And then this being your one true wish, you are receiving it. You are receiving your wish, but there's a little bit of work that needs to be done, right? You can see everything on the surface for what it is, but there is going to be a little bit of work that needs to be done to fully uncover this so that you can experience it without any distortion and with pure clarity, so that you will actually be able to see from this empress's point of view, from like it's a very high up point of view. It's kind of like I don't even know how to describe that. Like a bird's eye view, something along those lines, like viewing the entire collective from up there. It's like in order to even get up there, you have to do work on this astral body. And that's what Sagittarius season is meant for right now. It's like work on your vehicle so that you can get up there, so that you can get up to the place where the original mother resides. And when you get up there, it's almost like you're going to be, this is so fascinating. It's like you're going to be seated with them. And now that you are together in this astral plane where you can actually receive their message clearly, it's like a lot of stuff is going to be made known to you. Like a lot of fundamental divine truths are going to be made known to you. And it's like you can't get there until you do the work to clean up your astral body. That was such a fascinating reading for the collective during Sagittarius season. Very interesting. Okay, so thank you so much for allowing me to read the collective energies, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.